Hey, all you daddies out there. Welcome to episode 219 of Dunn and Drew. We are deep in the heart of the 2021. Do you call it 20? Okay, so we're in the playoffs. When you look back at this in 5 years, are you going to call this the 2021 playoffs or the 2022 playoffs?
I'm going to call it the 2021 playoffs because this is the 2021 season. Jinx.
Sucks that hockey, I think, is the only sport that doesn't cross years, so that's easy.
Oh, yeah.
But in the NFL, it's tough. Like, what do you call this? I think it is a 2021 playoffs.
Yeah. It's ingrained in my brain that whatever season that they're playing in, that's what this playoffs and Super Bowl will be called.
Got you. All right, roll the intro. We're going to bye.
And I still won't grow up. I'm a grown ass kid.
Forgot this was next to me.
I should be locked up for stupid that I did, but I'm a champion. So I turn tragedy to triumph. Make music that's fire. Get my soul through the wire.
Been in the gym the past 2 days. I'm feeling myself. Don't shake your head.
Completely leaving me out of the gym. You're the gym thing.
It's hard to wait to 5:30 sometimes when I'm, here and lonely and wanting to get a shred on.
Lonely. Well, maybe we should. Fuck it. Waking up is just,
bro.
Especially when it's cold.
That 6:30 a.m. gym, that ain't doing it for me. The perfect time for me right now is 10 a.m.
Especially when it's 50 degrees out. I don't know how you people in the north. It just rained. It just snowed 3 feet
everywhere
up north in Canada.
Oh, Canada.
3 feet.
It's snowing like that in the States.
Yeah. Okay.
Ohio, Iowa, Virginia.
I don't know how if you live in the Midwest or up north. I don't know how you deal, or in the mountains. I don't know how you work out, how you go to work in the snow and waking up when it's no motivation. It gets dark for you at like 4. It's cold. That's like, I'm depressed already living here in Florida when it gets dark at 5:30. Like, that's just so upsetting. And it's what do? You get home from work, it's night. You cook and you go to bed. And you drink wine.
Chill. They're up north right now getting sad as hell listening to this.
Yeah. Well, they'll just let you know that the grass is not green on the other side. It's getting dark here, and it's nearly 50 degrees outside right now in Florida.
Well, we're in North Florida, so if you go a little south, you'll be all right. But Jacksonville is a little chilly, a little brisk. But hello and welcome to episode 219 of the Dunn and Drew pod. Super wild card weekend just passed. It was more like mid
wild card weekend.
It felt like the college football semis.
Yeah.
Just blowouts every game. And, we love football over here. We love watching these games.
Love football here. This is a football house.
It's football house, number one in forever. And we get these shitty ass games towards the end of the season. We get like an 8-month break before the next game start. And this is how we're gonna go out. Some blowouts.
Hey, job not finished.
Just
wait. This weekend. Whoo, I got some good games for you.
They look good on paper, but so did these. Except Steelers Chiefs. But do we need the 7th seed? Eagles and Steelers got ran.
Yeah, but you got to blame Brandon Staley. If he doesn't call that timeout, we have Raiders and Chargers in. Chargers versus the Chiefs, I think, or maybe Chargers. I don't know, but I don't know how they would have shaken out.
We would have gotten somebody better.
It would have at least made maybe one more game better. But yes, it was a overall mid NFL weekend.
Best game was one that was comical at the end. 49ers Cowboys was the best game of the weekend. But I kind of predicted that because I felt that 49ers were very underrated coming into this playoffs, and did say Cowboys will be one and done. So feeling good about my predictions going into the rest of this postseason, even though my fraudinals couldn't do the damn thing. But I must say that I was riding them strictly because of fantasy.
And now fantasy's over, so.
Yeah, but, I still had something in my heart for them against these Rams. And they just, much like last season, second half of the year,
I saw a stat about Cliff Kingsbury's like last 5 seasons going from NFL to college. To finish the season, he is very, very bad. Now, I don't know if it's coincidental, if it's something about his personality or his coaching traits, but sometimes the eye test and the stats don't lie. Cardinals will keep him.
Yeah,
he'll be the coach
I
again
hope,
next year.
Like that's not, you don't get fired because of that.
No,
you make playoffs. Making playoffs is hard in the NFL. You don't fire your coach and you make playoffs. Like the Mike McCarthy talk. Relax.
Whoa, there's some fireable offenses like Brandon Staley.
Well,
he's gone. He's fired after that game, and I know he didn't make the playoffs. I know they like him down there or over there, wherever he is. But like, there's some things that like, if you don't pass the eye test, you're gone. I'm not going to stick it out just because that's status quo. What one drive to win the game with the teams that are left, the offenses that are left. Now, I'm not just talking quarterback, offense. One drive to win the game. Which offense left in the playoffs do you trust most?
Packers.
Yeah, I think you have to say Packers.
The shit I've seen Aaron Rodgers do over the years with the talent he has, don't matter who he has. He gets down the field.
It don't matter.
In less than 30 seconds.
Yeah.
I'm taking Rodgers.
Like, what'd you say when the Cowboys had like 30 seconds to get into to score?
With no timeouts.
Yeah. You said this is like 5 minutes for Rodgers.
Yeah, exactly. He would have chop. Well, Cowboys were getting down the field, but Rodgers would have had way more awareness.
The plays that Kellen Moore where it was calling to get the Cowboys down the field so quickly and to the sideline were pretty good. I know one of them was that pitch play where I wasn't expecting it. I'm sure the Niners weren't expecting it.
Yeah.
That was great.
Game had me on the edge of my seat at the end there, but
that was so good. Tony Romo too. Oh my God, Romo was rooting. We'll talk about it later, but Romo was rooting so hard for like them to spike it. Romo was like Jim Nance, I think, was freaking out. I was like, "There's not gonna be enough time." Romo's like, "There's enough time. Get up there, clock it. He got enough time." And then when the ref came and touched the ball, he's like, "Uh-oh." But Romo immediately knew the ref has to touch the ball. Anyway, we'll get to that in a second. Let's hit
the Kings. We are the Kings of the Weekend.
My King of the Weekend this weekend, Black people.
Hello.
That's you.
Yes, it is.
Martin Luther King Jr. weekend. Congratulations. Yeah, that shit loud as hell.
It is.
Sorry. What'd you think?
I didn't think of what?
What'd you think about this weekend?
It's great. Great week. Great weekend. Great holiday. Shout out MLK for. I'll say this about the King. I was talking to somebody. I was like, imagine if Martin Luther King was still alive right now. He'd be 93.
Damn, he would.
And I was like, what? It would be cool to just hear him just talk. Like imagine Martin Luther King in today's world. Like he got assassinated when he was 39 in like the 60s or something, like the 50s or the 60s. Imagine him living through all that time and being on TV and shit. I wonder what he'd be saying right now about what we live in right now.
You know how he's like in history, he's universally respected by both sides. If he were still alive, one of the sides
he'd be canceled.
Yeah, in a way, but one of the sides would say that he's too one way or another. Easily. Yeah. I mean, they would. One living right now is like completely mutually respected.
Yeah.
So he would, maybe it's I'm not going to say good thing that he died, but maybe it's a good thing he's not around right now.
Yeah.
Because his name wouldn't have lived on, I don't think, the same.
And he definitely would be distraught fighting all these years and not, we got to realize we do live in a much better time than back then. There's still racism and shit, but like society now is the best it's ever been. Like the 60s and all that, fuck all of that shit. Like, motherfucker, I couldn't even go to a water fountain in the same school as Andy. That's how bad it was back then. I couldn't imagine that shit right now. I'm sure we've talked about this shit on the pod before, but my point is, even though we still haven't gotten to where we want to be, obviously, because it's going to take, generations to change something like that, we've progressed. And you can see that just from the past 60 years as a nation. We've definitely progressed. But the ideals are still ingrained in society, and it's going to take generations to change that. So the problem now is that we have so many distractions that it's hard to put human rights and shit at the forefront of our, give a shit about list.
So many fake distractions too. Like so many pointless distractions.
Like people got, day-to-day jobs to go to, kids to raise. We
hella
have
pronouns.
TikTok.
I'm joking. Relax.
We got TikTok. Kinda. We got NFL games. Like all this shit that we would rather give our attention to for entertainment is obviously going to trump, shout out, human rights activism. Because back in the 60s, bro, they barely had television. They could just go in the streets and be like, we want human rights. We want civil rights. Now, you just go home and go on Twitter and bitch. So that's why I think it's going to take a while, but I digress.
Shout out to Darren Rovell. He is one of the leaders in the black, the social
Rovell.
justice. Darren Rovell, yeah. I don't know if he saw his. So let me see if I can explain this. He had a tweet where he hold on. I guess I'm too deep in. So let me
in too deep.
In too deep. No, in too deep. So he had a tweet, and now it's like every time he tweets, people reply with his tweet because he deleted it. So
was it bad?
I mean. Okay, but it's okay. You'll see. He replied to something saying, "Calling me a racist is cute. On this day especially, I have one of the largest Martin Luther King Jr. collections in the world, and some of my closest friends are black." Now, when someone says one of my closest friends are black, immediately it's like a no saying. It's like you can't say anymore that you don't see color, and I don't know when. Explain why that wouldn't be. Do you have anything against people that say I don't see color? Like, I get what they're saying, but it's become something that you aren't allowed to say anymore.
When they say that, what do they mean? They're like they mean they're treating everybody the same.
Yes.
And they don't see. Well, if you're saying it like, you don't have to say it like that. If you just treat everybody the same, you don't have to say you don't see color. Like why that shouldn't even be a thing that people say. Like you just treat people the same. You don't have to announce, hey, I don't see color. Just treat people the same. You don't have to announce it. That's like.
Well, the reason why people attack now people that say that is because they say, well, you should see my color and you should appreciate my,
that's where we get into the part of society that has grown into this bullshit of the bullshit banter. Like, I'm not on that side of people. Like, don't see my color. Just realize we all fucking humans. Like, if you're going to, obviously everybody sees color. We all will talk about it in private.
So
we don't have to announce it though.
When Rovell said some of my closest friends are black, that's another one of those trigger phrases that people attack.
Yeah. I got plenty of black friends.
Yeah. My best friend's black. See,
my dog's black.
See, like, if I were accused of being racist, say I made a joke and it was,
you've made plenty.
Yeah. Maybe a little distasteful, but I try not to make those, but say I do and I get called racist. Am I allowed to say, well, my stepdad is black and my best friend is black?
My podcast co-host is black.
Am I allowed to say that? Or I can see that you're not allowed to say that if what you said is racist and you are doing something racist, you're using it as a cover up. But if you truly don't think you were and you maybe weren't, I can see how that's a proper defense.
Yes, but it's not a proper defense because you can still be racist even having friends like that are black.
Right.
It's just a weird thing to say. Like, hey, I'm not racist. I have a black friend. Okay.
But
how do we know you're not calling it? We won't have 2 podcasts
in a row with the hard R
in 3-week span with the hard R. But
yeah, once a month, one a month.
Once a month is good for y'all. But who knows what that person is saying behind their back about their colored friend?
Yeah, but I mean, if they're their friends,
yeah, I don't know what you say about me.
I'm not gonna say the hard R.
Yeah,
say the soft.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, those phrases aren't necessary.
Yeah,
they're not necessary. And I feel like the people that are most scared of offending people use those phrases. Whoa. But I'm sure he meant that, honestly. Like, hey, I got, black friends. But it's just my people are going to be like, okay, we don't give a fuck.
So should we listen to Darren Rovell's defense? He hopped on a Twitter Spaces to defend himself. And I suppose we can listen to it because it's pretty funny.
It's that nerdy guy, right? Finance
yeah,
guy.
he's the ESPN's. I don't know if he's still with ESPN, but he's there. He focuses big time on sports media and advertisements, and yeah, it's very, very nerdy. So here's him jumping in a Twitter Spaces to explain his MLK fandom.
I am a humongous fan.
Okay, here we go.
Explain it to the fan base so everybody can get on the same page.
Sure, I have over 9 MLK signed items. I am a humongous fan of what he's done, and over the last 7 years, I've collected a lot of things. It's not only MLK; it's a lot of Black history. I own a Rosa Parks signed NAACP card. So it was pretty shocking today how I was called racist when I am a student and lover of Black history, and it was I never expected the reaction that I got today. I'm sorry if people think that a white man can't enjoy Black history. All right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I really am. I'm sorry if people think that a white man can't love Martin Luther King. But to me, that seems pretty counterintuitive. You got me?
Ooh. Yeah. So the replies were hilarious because, oh no, it's already made his Wikipedia. Oh no, never mind. So one of the replies was, need to cop a Malcolm X rookie card. Someone said, got that Louis Farrakhan game worn jersey. Who's Louis? Louis Farrakhan.
Shit, I ain't pay attention to history. I know the major ones.
So people were joking about him collecting like Rosa Parks cards.
Yeah, that shit's funny. I was about to say he's collecting.
You got the Rosa Parks rookie card?
He's trading Black history cards. You got the Frederick Douglass. That gold pack.
Anyway,
I'm glad to be the king of the weekend. Black people.
You got a king of the weekend?
Yeah, mine's Josh Allen. Because
he went stupid.
He did go stupid. I think he didn't complete only 4 passes. He had 5 touchdowns, no interceptions, damn near perfect QB rating. Beat the fuck out of the Patriots, and Bill Belichick sent them packing. And they look good. They look the best this past weekend for sure.
Speaking of that game, king of the weekend, I got Micah Hyde, and I will nominate him for play of the weekend. That deep ball from Mac Jones where he caught up and he came out of nowhere and snatched it like he was the wide receiver was crazy. I also have OBJ for just looking like he's having the best time of his life out there. He could only thrive in a big market, it appears. From New York to LA.
Yeah, if he went to Green Bay, he'd probably be still putting up good numbers, but he'd just be freezing and not as happy because he's got a lot of friends out there in Los Angeles, I'm sure.
Goodness. He had the Clippers were at the game last night.
Yeah.
And then I have Matthew Stafford for thriving. He finally won his first playoff game.
Those are your kings of the weekend.
New segment, moment of silence.
Oh.
And I was hesitant to make this segment because it seems like it might be popular amongst other podcasts. So if you have a podcast that you listen to that does this, just know that I'm not copying them.
Because that tends to happen.
Yeah, I don't listen to other podcasts. So if someone else does this, if someone else does this and you think it's cringe because you think I'm copying, I'm not. So moment of silence, and go first. I'll go first. Arizona Fraudinals. Let's have a. By the way, do you notice when people do moment of silences, it tends to be a lot shorter than what they say. So someone will go, "All right, if we could please have a 30-second moment of silence for the Arizona Fraudinals."
It'd be 10.
I'd appreciate it, and then it goes like this. All right. Thank you, everybody. And it's because they're scared that the chatter's going to pick up, and that just makes it very awkward. So 30 seconds turns into 10, 15 turns into 5. So
well, I hope grown-ass people are able to just be quiet for a few seconds.
They're not.
Especially not at sporting events where they're drunk.
Yeah.
People will be like whistling and cheering and shit. I'm like, it still is kind of eerie to get that many people silent at once.
It is. It is weird. So moment of silence, Arizona Fraudinals. We just did that. Moment of silence for the Stop Hate sticker on the back of Aaron Donald's helmet after he choked a man on national television. So moment of silence. Thank you for that 30-second moment of silence. Mm-hmm. And lastly, I have the moment of silence for the guy who commented on our Instagram reel.
Oh my God, fuck this guy.
He commented on our Instagram reel after we did the clip of the shout Colin, after we clipped the what would be the most boring Super Bowl matchups. And this is his reply when he saw that we had Eagles as one of the most boring Super Bowl matchups.
Get your popcorn ready.
This is from the real, you read it.
The Real JC Party.
CJ.
Damn. A little tipsy. I don't get how the Eagles are on your list. They were poised to go 4-13 this season and ended up being the #1 rushing offense late in the regular season with a top 10 QB and a receiver. A franchise receiving yards record. Either you don't know what's really going on or you're not credible opinions to listen to. Well, we never claim that. The Eagles are going 6-3 on the road. The Eagles going 6-3 on the road and securing a playoff spot is pretty exciting to watch unfold. Imagining a miraculous postseason run, the Eagles would set an NFL record for worst preseason rated team to win a Super Bowl. Y'all are tripping. Stick to Jags football. Then he replied to that long-ass excerpt with another excerpt.
He ran out of characters.
It seems like the easy answer to pick the worst rated team in the NFC postseason as the most boring. No period. But in reality, it's actually the Green Bay Packers. I'm pretty sure we all know that.
What?
The Eagles are 4 games behind the Packers, but yet have only scored 6 less points than them on the season. Do you want to talk about boring? Talk to me about how a 13-win team only scored 6 more points than a 9-win team.
I didn't even read this far.
SMH.
Wow, I did not know he said Packers.
So there were a lot more guys like him in our comments that were just pissed that we said Eagles. There were a lot of Raiders too. A lot of people got upset that we said Raiders and Eagles. But
those takes, what's the word?
Aged.
Yes, well.
They did age well. They aged beautifully because Eagles got absolutely destroyed and the Raiders just got kicked out first round. So
congrats on having an exciting regular season team, but get the fuck out of the playoffs.
So that was great. A piece of content that we created looked good for once.
So 30-second moment of silence for him, please. Thank you.
New segment, NASCAR.
Oh, sorry. That was a fart.
So far, NASCAR, they sound like that.
Hey, should we
imagine? This will be short.
Okay.
So NASCAR is coming back next month, February. So, as long as I watch it, I'll talk about it. I'm interested in this one specifically because
no more Bubba Wallace segment. Right?
Hey, we get there. We get there. It's a new season. We got to see if he gets top 10. So yeah, there's a exhibition race every year that NASCAR does called the Busch Clash. It's usually in Daytona, but this year, because NASCAR over the past couple of years, they've been expanding and trying to get new audiences by being creative with their races. So they're turning the
races.
Like
What do you mean?
Races. The races. They race.
The race.
The races. Gotcha. You didn't pick that up? Come on, races. Anyway, they're turning the LA Coliseum, where the USC Trojans play, into a racetrack for the annual exhibition race. So if you go on NASCAR,
why they Reggie Bush? He did that every Saturday.
Woo! If you go on NASCAR's Instagram page, you can see the little Coliseum being turned into a little track. So I thought it was a pretty cool thing that they're doing. So may or may not make my way out there for it. I got a little NASCAR contact that said she could find me a couple tickets, and it's pretty cheap to get to Los Angeles from Jacksonville. So we experienced that a couple months ago or last month.
I don't think it was cheap.
It wasn't cheap because we booked it the day before, basically. But I may look into that, and I may look into the NASCAR season this season, but we'll see. It's hard to keep up with because I just don't give a shit. But these little races that happen, like this one, the 500, the Coke Zero, I'm interested in Bubba Wallace finishing top 10. So NASCAR fans, if you're near LA, look into it. February 6th, the week before the Super Bowl. LA's got everything coming to them this February, so it should be a fun race to be at.
Hashtag not a tennis podcast. Got to talk about it. We have the Australian Open going on right now in Australia. And biggest storyline so far to come out of that, while the rounds get going, it's, ho-hum, status quo. Biggest story is Novak Djokovic. He has been deported. He is not participating in the major. At his prime, winning every tennis major that's in front of him, many people were asking, what is going to stop Novak Djokovic? Well, it's the Australian government. He will not. This stops any hope that he had of getting the Grand Slam. And that's crazy that it's because of COVID and the COVID vaccine. He doesn't want it, and for whatever reason, and the government will not allow him to stay. They canceled his visa. So yeah, he cannot participate in it. That's crazy to me. That's crazy. I mean, I don't want to get too far in it, but if you had a top 5 healthiest people in the world, I would assume he's up there.
Yeah.
And with the statistics of who is vulnerable to this disease, this virus, he wouldn't be on there. So I understand him not getting it. But I also understand. I don't know. Whatever. Some things I'm just like, you know what? I have no control, and I'm not smart enough. So whatever.
Well, it's not even about being smart enough. It's just because COVID happened, certain countries and territories and states have different rules because everyone's got their own different status quo for this, or for answering this thing. Just like Kyrie Irving, he didn't get it. He's in Djokovic's position, but he can't play home games because New York's required for you to be vaccinated. So Kyrie's playing all of these road games, but he's not being able to play in Brooklyn. So this fucking virus has got everyone doing something different, and it's just all stupid.
Bro, if you told me that we'd still be doing this in 2020, when this started, and it's 2022 and we're this is still an issue, oh my God.
What sense does it make for an NBA player who's traveling all over the place, sweating all over everybody, how is not playing home games in Brooklyn? How's that? I don't even know. How are you letting him travel to all these other states, these road games, but not letting him play in Brooklyn? He's still going to be around his team because he's fucking playing on the road games. So not letting him play home games, it doesn't make any sense to me. What are you trying to prevent? He's amongst all these players anyway. So it doesn't make any sense. It's just people with power that are trying to assert it, and they are, and it's not making any sense. So
I saw Stephen A. talk Twitter saying that it would be a disaster if the Nets won the championship. I never watched the video. Do you mind if I play that real quick?
go ahead. I'm sure it's annoying.
Thank you.
It's
only
I
a
think
minute.
it would have, having said that, I think it would be a disaster if the Brooklyn Nets won the championship for the game of basketball. I really do. And the reason why I feel that way is because of liberties Kyrie Irving has taken in the past
That's what I
before
thought it
there
was
was
gonna be
even a vaccine issue. Remember, this is the dude that needed time off when the riots at the U.S. Capitol took place because mentally he just wasn't there and he could walk away from the game of basketball. Now it's the vaccine as an excuse not to be at the Barclays Center for people in Brooklyn to see this showstopper play. I am an advocate of Kyrie Irving from the standpoint, first of all, I respect his honesty and him staying true to his convictions. That's fair enough. And I'm one of those dudes who believes that Kyrie Irving is such a showstopper. He's so spectacular. If you wanted to pay him $50 million a year, I wouldn't care. He deserves it. But I would never sign him to a long-term deal again. He can't be trusted. I would sign him 1 year at a time for max dollars.
I mean, I agree with that. He can't. He's
all over the place.
Yeah, you can't trust him.
Like he's all over the place with his beliefs. Like it's been going on since I don't even remember. My memory's terrible with sporting events, but I can remember as far back as the Celtics. I don't remember him having any problems with the Cavs except
he was normal.
Except with LeBron, I guess they had a little beef. But with the Celtics, he had a problem. Comes to the Nets, he has problems. So I agree with Stephen A. there. I thought he was going to go on a different rant.
All right.
But wait, early favorite to win the Australian Open?
I've been saying Zverev. He's the
Who did is he the one who beat Joker in the Olympics?
yes.
Zverev. I got Tsitsipas.
Yeah, that's a good one. And what's the Medvedev?
Medvedev?
Yeah. Is
God,
he grandma's
nice.
favorite?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Russian underdog, she likes to call him. I gotta go visit her. Miss that whore.
Goodness.
Just kidding.
So yeah, he's still in it. He plays at 4 a.m. this morning.
4
Tomorrow
a.m.
morning.
Jesus, what's the time difference in Australia? I think it's 16 hours. Might be 21.
That's crazy.
Wild.
So on to the NFL. Let's talk football, NFL football. But before we do, I'm gonna do some playoff trivia.
Okay.
You ready for this?
Sure.
And I memorized the answers
Oh,
when I wrote these at lunchtime.
you sure?
No. So we'll see how you do. Number one, and play along at home. Which remaining playoff team did CBS analyst Boomer Esiason play for?
Bengals.
Knuckles. Good shit. Number two, which remaining playoff team or teams have not won a Super Bowl? Fuck, I don't remember this.
Well, now you got to look because I can't be answering if you don't
No,
know.
no. Have not won it. Oh, have not won a Super Bowl. Hold on. Oh, you can. I just got to look at the bracket, then I'll remember.
I want you to see the answers before I answer. Well, I feel like I'm getting into the fantasy league.
So, why can't I go to the? They don't already have the playoffs set. Where the fuck can I get the fucking playoff bracket?
NFL's Instagram account.
And
No cap. I'm sure the bracket's there.
oh, you think?
Oh, I know.
You think they put the whole bracket together already?
Yeah.
You're right. Okay.
Oh, that ghost, man. That ghost spicy, bro.
Okay, I got it.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah. Which remaining NFL playoff teams have not won a Super Bowl?
Bills haven't. Titans haven't. How many haven't that are left? Can you give me that?
That's the question.
Oh. Trying to think of who's left in the playoffs.
I'll go through the matchups. Bengals, Titans, Niners, Packers, Rams, Bucks, Bills, Chiefs.
Bengals haven't.
Correct. Those are the 3.
Ooh. When the fuck did Rams win?
Kurt Warner?
Against Titans?
Yeah.
That was the goal line one, wasn't it?
Yes. Which remaining playoff team has been to the Super Bowl the most times?
Bills.
Wrong.
I should have thought about that. Niners.
Yes. Wrong. Who is the youngest quarterback left in the playoffs?
Ooh, that's a good one. Josh Allen.
No.
Fuck. It's not Burrow. I just learned he's damn near 30.
No, it's actually Burrow.
Is it?
Yeah, he's a few months younger than Josh Allen.
Oh, gotcha.
But that is we did learn that he's damn near 30.
I thought Josh Allen was, because he got that baby face, so he looked young as hell.
Well, so does Burrow.
And so does Garoppolo, actually.
Garoppolo's just Italian. Tom Brady is I knew this was gonna happen. Tom Brady is number 1 all time in playoff wins with 35.
Jeez.
Isn't that freaking crazy? 35.
My
Like,
franchise
what?
has like a fifth of that.
We have like 5 playoff wins of all time.
Close.
He has
Actually,
35
those were
himself.
close.
That is stupid. 35? I can't even picture that. 35.
He's damn near got more playoff wins than his age.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21,
He
22,
could get
23,
there.
24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Like, what? Okay, anyway. He's number 1 all-time playoff wins, 35. Who's number 2 all-time?
In playoff wins.
Yes.
Damn. Are they active right now?
No.
This must be an old ass player. Steve Young.
Close. Joe Montana.
Oh,
Care to guess how many wins?
28.
16.
16.
The second most winningest quarterback in the playoffs has 16. Brady has 35.
If you don't ever say Brady's a GOAT and you're watching this, I can't entertain your conversation. There's no one better.
Who do you think is number 2 currently active?
Shit. Playoff wins. Active. Is this quarterbacks?
Yes.
Okay. Imagine
You'll
the
step-
running back.
Which active running back has the most playoff wins? That don't count.
Oh man,
Probably
QB,
Derrick Henry though.
Active QBs, playoff wins. Is it? Damn, I can't even guess. I feel like it's not an obvious answer. Russell Wilson,
Ooh, good guess. No.
Rodgers.
Yes.
Okay.
Obvious answer. 11. Is that crazy?
I guess he does get to the playoffs all the time, but he just can't finish on my face. Finish. It should be his year, y'all. If he doesn't get there, then
It's his year until I'll let you know when he loses.
said I'm nice with the picks.
We're tied.
Speaking of, yes, we are 29-25 after this super wild card weekend because I picked 49ers and Bengals that Andy picked against me there. And he salvaged that.
I can't believe I picked Raiders.
He salvaged that with Rams and my Cardinals pick. The others we all picked the same. So
Come on.
yeah, I think you just did Raiders in a cocky fashion. You're like, yeah, fuck it, I got a lead. Let me try to get a lead on this dumbass pick Raiders.
That actually is what I was thinking.
Don't agree with me.
Hey, I do like that our Super Bowl picks. I have Chiefs, Rams. You have Bucks, Bills.
Yep.
We both made it past the first round.
Still alive.
So, congrats to us.
But they our NFC picks, we realized, play each other this weekend.
So one of us
AFC team is moving past, Actually, both picks play each other. Chiefs and Bills play each other too. So,
wow,
one of us is going to be moving on.
No, there
or
could
both
be,
get eliminated.
Yeah, we could either we easily both be eliminated.
We could both be eliminated, or one of us goes through. We'll see.
I'm going through.
Stakes are high.
I have Chiefs Rams.
I am very nervous about Rams Bucks.
I'm nervous about Bucks Chiefs. Or sorry, Bills Chiefs.
I'm very nervous about the Bucks beating the Rams because of what I saw them play like. But can't lose faith in the GOAT. I ain't worried about the Bills. He should be worried about the Bills. They look amazing. But I'm worried about the Rams. So we might split there. It might be Chiefs Rams, or it might be Bills Rams, and then we're both fucked.
What a weird matchup that would be.
In the playoffs, yeah. Super Bowl. Gotta be Bills winning that one though.
So yeah, let's review the Super Wild Card weekend. Well, sorry, mild wild card weekend. Mid. I saw this on Twitter. And it was from NFL memes. So they either stole it or maybe I shouldn't think it's as funny as I do. The 4 most obnoxious fan bases in the NFL got eliminated in the span of 24 hours. Patriots, Cowboys, Eagles, Steelers. All lost in this, and that's the 4. They all lost in a span of 24 hours. That's crazy.
Bills aren't obnoxious top 4?
Bills, I mean, I would put them up there, but they're not universally. I don't think yet. They're not universally. True. I mean, you give them a couple Super Bowl appearances, and yes, people will start to catch on that Bills Mafia is
wild as fuck,
annoyingly obnoxious.
Yes,
they suck Josh Allen so hard. I mean, I get it. You haven't had a quarterback since the 90s.
Jim Kelly.
Or a quality team since the 90s. So I get it. But it's just like, they're so annoying.
So
and it's not that you're like, and it's not like that you personally are annoying. It's the media's perception of you. They're like, fucking Bills Mafia. Oh my God, they sold out the stadium. They're jumping through tables. They're so fucking crazy. Like, fuck, they're just rabid football fans. There's plenty of those in the NFL.
I think to their credit, though, they get all that attention because they have created this branding of Bills Mafia, whole hashtag for it and shit. So don't blame don't hate the player, hate the game, bitch. But
that's what I just said.
I hate you. I hate you, Bills Mafia. But I'm rooting for you because of our relationship with your safety. That's about it. And I know you guys have a solid team. But before the season started, I was like, it's got to be Bills' year. Another year after last year to grow after they lost to the Chiefs in the AFC Championship. And Stephon Diggs looking on that photo of him looking at the Chiefs parade.
Yeah, that was tweeted. That was tweeted a lot after the games over the weekend. And it was like, oh boy. This is like, it seems almost too perfect that Bills are going to win. Like, just that picture alone leads me to believe that the Bills will win because you need that redemption. That's a year in the making. You need a payoff. Like if Vince McMahon was writing this or Vince Gilligan, like that's the payoff. You wait a whole year to pay off on that image of Stephon Diggs staring and just taking in like what that loss feels like. So that's what makes me the most scared about the Bills winning. Like that has to pay off. And when will it pay off? No perfect time than right now.
Right now.
Unless it was an AFC Championship game. That would be the better one, the better payoff. But they're meeting in the divisional round, and I'm scared about Bill. Like my head says Bills, but I took Chiefs preseason. I have to stick with that. Yeah. So I can't be fake.
But on this, like we said, there won't be scripted. Like Bills are going to Arrowhead. So it's going to be very fucking hostile for them.
That's true.
So to pull that shit out, that is going to be an amazing payoff for them if they do get that dub.
Bro.
But they're not – it's not like some gimme game. They're playing in Arrowhead, the Sea of Red. Patrick Mahomes, Kelsey, Tyreek Hill, everyone's healthy. Fucking Eric Bieniemy, Andy Reid, they call some insane fucking plays with the talent they have. That's going to be a very tough game to win. But if they beat the Chiefs – there's no better team in the AFC that you're going to play in the AFC Championship. So you beat the Chiefs, I say you're in the Super Bowl. Titans or Bengals, I think Bills would destroy either one of them if you can get past Andy Reid's crazy-ass offense. But we shall see.
I'm not looking forward to if the Bills do beat the Chiefs. just piggybacking off my rant I just went on, I'm not looking forward to the tweets of Bills Mafia waiting at the airport at, what's this game going to be at night? Yeah, they're going to be out there like 1 a.m. waiting for them to come back. It's like Bills Mafia fucking greeting the team as they come back after beating the Chiefs. Not looking forward to that. Sorry, I'm a hater.
Yeah, they're gonna.
What can I say?
They're gonna be there at 1 a.m. because this game's gonna end at like,
and it's gonna be negative some degrees, and they're gonna tweet about it, and then people say Bills Mafia is so fucking awesome. I get it. I'm a hater.
They should wait for the airport until the AFC Championship because that's when you get actual merch. You're getting merch for winning divisional round. You got another game.
The Colts would hang a banner. That might be too deep of a Twitter reference. Where we at?
The recap of
Bengals Raiders. I mean, it was okay.
It was, yeah.
It was a good start.
That's about it. It was okay.
It was a good enough start to the weekend. We thought it was, we thought it was the pregame to Patriots Bills.
And Raiders did make it interesting at the end there with that drive that they needed to come back and send it to OT, which we here at the headquarters wanted because a few of us had Joe Burrow with the over on his pass yards, and he was 12 yards away. So we were rooting for that overtime, but we never got it. So we lost, of course. But it was a good start to Super Wildcard Weekend. I was like, okay, we got a good start here. Raiders made it good. They didn't get blown out by Joey Burrow. Raiders didn't waste the Chargers' offense for us. They actually made it a game. And then we get to the nightcap.
We were capped off with Patriots Bills, and
yes, the Bills, they came out absolutely swinging.
Don't think I've seen never seen a game like this.
Never. Bills had no punts, no field goals, no turnovers. They scored a touchdown every single possession that they touched the ball. I couldn't imagine watching my favorite team doing that. I couldn't imagine.
No one's done that to us.
No one's done that. This is the first time this has ever fucking happened.
And you're telling me you did it to Bill Belichick in the playoffs? The defensive mastermind, Bill Belichick? No, no way.
I don't know.
That's a fireable offense. I'm firing Bill Belichick.
Bill Belly.
Kidding.
There was something in the Buffalo air this week before that game where they were like, okay, the Patriots have dominated us for 2 decades with Tom Brady. They finally don't have him. We get them first round in the playoffs. We're coming out here and we're putting all 20 years of that ass-kicking energy into this one game, and they fucking did that. 47 points to 17. But you take away that 17, that's what the game actually felt like. Felt like 47-0. Patriots couldn't get nothing going, and everything was working for the Bills. I'm just glad that I picked them for the Super Bowl. I couldn't be prouder for them to be my Super Bowl pick.
Oh, God.
And I am riding this Buffalo into Los Angeles in February.
I believe that's the first. That's the first time that's ever happened. A team has had no punts and scored a touch, no turnovers.
Special
no
teams had quite the day off, other than kickoffs. That's all they had to do was kick it off. No punts, no field goals. Josh Allen didn't turn over, no fumbles. It was a all around perfect game for the Bills.
Bills fan celebrity Ryan Fitzpatrick in the stands, shirtless.
Yeah,
like what? How perfect could it? How more perfect could it get for Bills Mafia? Like
better weather, shit.
Yeah, true.
It was 5 degrees there, and it was a packed stadium. Would you be at a Jags wild card at 5 degrees?
Fuck yes.
Okay. Some people saying they wouldn't have been out there. Good one.
Yeah, they're probably, what are they, Patriots fans? Someone who's spoiled? I would 100% be there, but I mean, fuck. That's their thing. They built that culture. They're like, that's their cult. That's Bill's culture. They're there no matter what.
Yeah.
Eagles, Bucks, another meh. I mean, I saw Eagles get a lot of pressure on third down. Like, they sacked Brady a good amount of time. They sacked Brady a good amount of times on third down, but unfortunately for them, the Bucks did not get to third down very often. Bucks kind of had their way. It's kind of Jalen Hurts looked fucking terrible.
He looked disgusting. I thought we were going to get Minshew versus Gabbert at some point in the game. because, but I don't know, like the Eagles coach Sirianni, he hates Minshew, I think, because he just he never wants to put him out there. I guess he's just riding Hurts, but like Hurts probably played the worst game of his career at the worst possible time he could have. And I said, and I quote, "This should be a slaughter," and that's exactly what it was for 48 minutes. My dumb ass 60.
48.
Why is NBA? I am on an NBA season, believe it or not. I've been watching. But yes, Eagles. This is why I said Eagles would be the most boring team to watch and play. I'm glad something went right for me, because imagine watching. Well, if the Eagles played a little differently, they probably wouldn't be boring in the Super Bowl. But if you put this Eagles team in the Super Bowl, disgusting. They got their ass handed to them. And Eagles fans, I'm sure you didn't think you were coming into this game and winning. And if you did, I'm glad you have a lot of pride. But sometimes common sense overrides pride. And sometimes you got to have it. But 49ers Cowboys was the game of Super Wild Card Weekend. And much like all the rest of them, this one looked like it was about to be a blowout too. 49ers had quite a lead on Dallas. They should have had this game wrapped up by the fourth quarter, but old Jimmy Garoppolo let him hang around by throwing interceptions. But what we really need to talk about here is the cat. What do you?
I'm just hearing things. Never mind. Go ahead.
Why are you schizophrenic? So Jimmy G doesn't secure this dub. He throws a pick, and Cowboys score on the next drive, keeping them in the game because 49ers were never able to pull out to like a significant lead. And after a couple of failed drives by each of the teams, Niners could have sealed the game, remember this, on 4th and inches with like a QB sneak. And they said, oh, Jimmy Garoppolo, he's 25 for 25 in his career on QB sneaks because he learned from Tom Brady or blah, blah, blah. And they successfully completed the QB sneak, but they get a false start penalty on that play. So they have to punt and give the ball back to the Cowboys with a 7-point lead. So 14.
Was it 7 or was it 6?
I think it was 7. Oh, 6. 6, yeah. So Cowboys score, get extra point, they win. So 14 seconds left, 0 timeouts. Cowboys are going down the field, like we mentioned earlier, dicing up the 49ers defense that was covering the sides. And then they call this final play. Dak's wide open going down the field on a QB run. Clock's ticking. He runs too far. The ref never caught up to him. The center goes and puts the ball down and spots it himself. This is something I didn't even realize. It's one of these, plays that happens where you're like used to a play that you don't really realize the reality of it, which is like the referee is supposed to spot the ball. And I always see the referee spot the ball, obviously. But when I'm watching this game live, I'm seeing the center spot it, and I'm not thinking like, oh, the ref has to touch that. I didn't realize that until, after they discuss it and shit. So, but you're an NFL player. You're supposed to know the rules. So Dak, being the $160 million paid quarterback, should have let up a little, slid, gave the ball right to the ref. Ref spots it, and then they spike the ball with what, maybe 2, 3, 1, maybe 1 second left.
I still would have gone for 2 Hail Marys instead. Maybe. Yeah, I think you have to. I mean, but we did see how Herbert could deal, closer to they got. Like he threw fucking strikes. Could he have done that if they were 20 yards further back? I don't know. Go ahead.
I don't think they were close enough for the Hail Mary before that run.
They were.
I want to check the yardage.
They were at the. They were at the 40.
They were at their 40 or the opposing 40.
Yeah, plenty of
after the run or
no, before.
Oh, before. Oh shit. I don't.
That's 2 Hail Marys.
I still don't think the run was a bad play. I just think it could have been done much quicker. He ran so far.
Yeah, he needed to slide sooner and then hand the ball to the ref ASAP. Here's how I haven't listened to this yet. Here's the Dallas Cowboys radio broadcast.
Bounce. Prescott in the gun, runs up the middle to the 30, to the 25 and slides. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Did he spike it in time? Didn't get it spiked in time.
They haven't said anything official. The back judge, the man deepest away from the ball, he's got the clock. He's keeping track of the clock.
Scoreboard clock is running at 0.
Yeah, so he would be the one to determine where the clock was. Now, again, this could...
That's the end of the game.
Oh, wow. There you go.
Oh, wow.
People now throwing stuff on the field. That's not good. That's not good.
Yeah, so...
oh, wow. Just like, boom.
And you saw Dak's reaction to the fans when he was told that the fans were throwing things.
Yeah,
He's like, yeah, good for them or something.
Yeah, I did see that. No, he said that after they said they were throwing it at the refs.
Yeah, he's like, oh, well, good on them.
Yeah, good on them.
Did you see Dak's apology today? Actually, an hour ago.
He apologized.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. But
listen to the apology. Is it him that apologized? Listen to this. I hold the NFL official. Oh, sorry. I deeply regret the comments I made regarding the officials after the game on Sunday. I was caught up in the emotion of a disappointing loss, and my words were uncalled for and unfair.
That's it?
No, there's more. But I want to comment on that. I think that refs this season deserve so much shit. They're so bad. The rules are bad. They're bad. Like, so much improvement could be made.
I agree.
But in that situation, they did it to themselves.
Yeah. That was not on the refs at all in that situation.
His second tweet is, I hold the NFL officials in the highest regard and have always respected their professionalism and the difficulty of their jobs. The safety of everyone who attends a game or participates on the field of a sporting event is a very serious matter. This was a mistake on my behalf, and I'm sorry. So someone wrote that for him, I believe. That just is, I don't know. I mean, every player, especially him, quarterback of the Cowboys, probably has a publicist or.
Yeah, I'm sure. Someone to save face.
Yeah.
Everyone has one of those. But 49ers beat the Cowboys in that dramatic fashion, and I called it. What can I say? 49ers, one of the few teams I watched during the regular season, 49ers, they look good. They look good with Debo in their run game and solid, rush D. I just felt they were going to win, and they should have handled that much better, but they pulled it out, and they're going to have a much better game against
a perfect game.
Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. And then we had Steelers-Chiefs that night after that game. And this one, part of the reason I didn't say Chiefs to be the one team offense that I would need for one drive is because Steelers and Chiefs was like 0-0 for a little bit. Like Steelers even had a lead on the Chiefs at one point with that.
It was punt, 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 punt.
Yeah. And Steelers had a 7-0 lead after that TJ Watt scoop score. And I was like, oh, shit, okay, Steelers about to do something.
Yeah, if you told me that Mahomes would throw for 400 that night, no fucking way.
After the first, I was like, I don't know, Steelers came to play. Yeah! They did in the first quarter, but, Chiefs got their shit together, and they absolutely ran this shit up.
How about all the comments we got on TikTok about how the Steelers being a boring team was misplaced? Yeah, how about now?
I get you. I get you fans defending your team, but like I said earlier, have some common sense over pride. I know you love your team, but even if I was a Jags fan coming into this postseason and we were a team like the Steelers, I'd have been like, ain't no fucking way we beating the Chiefs. Ain't no fucking way. Steelers, you shouldn't even have been there. You're welcome. So, Chiefs absolutely ran them. Big Ben's retiring, and I think Dwayne Haskins is y'all's future. Let's draft a quarterback.
All right, how about Fraudnals at Rams? This was 2 nights ago, Monday night game. and I was looking forward to it so hard.
I was all cuddled up on this couch, ready for a great game, and they looked worse than the Eagles.
They looked, similar to the Eagles, yeah.
It was awful.
What was the final in that game?
I think it was 30-something to...
They scored?
Yeah, they had 8 last time I saw. 11. It was 31-11, I think.
Is that scoregami?
31-11, the Cardinals lost. And I understand they didn't have Hopkins and their offense is significantly better with him on the field, as they showed in the stats, and you can visually see. But this is their division rival. They've played them twice this season. You think they would have come better prepared. They were doing trick plays in the first quarter because they couldn't move the ball in this team. It was bad. And I know Kyler Murray, this is his first actual playoff game. This was his first playoff game. He'd never been to the playoffs his previous 2 seasons. But Cardinals, you're going to be known as a regular season team until you show us something now. Because you guys are red fucking hot in the regular season. And then what you guys showed us on film Monday night, that is not the Cardinals I know. That is not the Cardinals that took me to the fantasy championship. That's not what I saw. I didn't.
You know what Cardinals I saw?
That's not the James Conner I know.
I saw the Cardinals that I saw that beat the Jaguars when we were there. And after that game, I knew right away what they were. You know what they were? Frauds.
Yeah, they're frauds.
You know what they were?
Mid.
That's what they were. And I knew that right after that. I could tell. And I'm glad
You said I knew this.
I'm glad it came to fruition. I don't want to see any more of them. I knew what they were.
Yeah,
it's unfortunate that they right away, first game in the playoffs, have to go against a super team. Rams are the closest to a super team in the NFL I've seen since Peyton Manning's prime, when he was on the Broncos and they had Demaryius Thomas, rest in peace. They had Julius Thomas. They had Decker. And on the defense, they had Von Miller. And then the no-fly zone, that was nasty. Now, the no-fly zone may have came when Peyton kind of fell off, but I can't remember. That was a great maybe I'm not going to say Seahawks. This is a super team because this was like
this is a super team.
This is like the NBA super teams where the players, they come from elsewhere, not homegrown.
You didn't even mention the offense. Like we said, Aaron Donald, Jalen Ramsey, Von Miller, and on the offensive side, they have Stafford, who when we saw them get him for Goff, we knew they were going to be a problem. But then Cooper Kupp, who knew he was going to have the season he had? First in receptions, first in receiving touchdowns, first in receiving yards. What else they got? And they lost Robert Woods for the year, and they're still out here doing this.
It's okay. They have Odell Beckham Jr.,
who came out of the mud came out of the Browns' mud to come do this with them, and then they get their running back, who tore his Achilles, and now looks like prime Edgerrin James, Cam Akers.
I don't think. See, there was a problem with them. I didn't think, and I was hoping for this, but it didn't last too long. They weren't playing as a team, like toward the end of the season, mid-season, end of the season. But they are playing like a team now. They're week one at least. Now the Bucks, they're a family.
They are a family. The motherfuckers are Thanksgiving cookout type football team,
especially since they got rid of AB.
Yeah. So we're going to have family versus super team on Sunday afternoon, I believe that game is. And I'm nervous as all hell for the Bucks and Brady because the Rams look poised and ready to make that run that Sean McVay, that Stafford, that Ramsey, that Donald, all those guys have sought after.
Yeah, how about Sunday's lineup? Rams at Bucks, Bills at Chiefs. Whew. Goodness gracious.
And part of this conversation is making me want to be like, damn, I'm rooting for the Rams now, but I can't. I can't root for the Rams.
I hate the Rams.
The only part of the Rams I even give a shit about is Matthew Stafford.
What do you feel about him?
He's just, one of those quarterbacks who's been under the radar all those years because he was on a shit team, but he actually had the talent. So, but it just sucks because, Ramsey, I don't want to see Ramsey's success. But I hope Bucks win. And if they don't, I won't feel any type of way. I'll just be like, damn, Rams are good as fuck. And I'll be nervous for Aaron Rodgers next.
All right, on to voicemails before we preview next week's game or this coming weekend's games. It's a load. We got a big load, heavy load. About to blow the load. Let's see what we have. This came in 6 days ago. Let's see what this one is.
What up, boys? It is your number one fan from the greatest state of
Florida?
Texas.
Oh.
Yeah, I've only listened to like 10 episodes, but let's pretend I'm your number one fan. Anyway, so listen, is anybody else worried that the last time we beat the Colts on the way out the door and everybody was feeling good about next season, that we went only won one game the next season? Like, anybody else worried about that? Because I'm a little worried about that. Anyway, fun fact, I'm a high school English teacher, and the rule in my classroom is you only have to take the reading quiz if the Jags don't win. So if they win, no quiz. If they don't win. Anyway, I got a lot of disgruntled teenagers that I've single-handedly made over the course of the last half decade or so. Anyway, hope y'all do well. Have a good pod.
Damn, I did not expect that to be a teacher.
I mean,
sounds like a cool teacher.
Yeah, unfortunately for those kids, they take a quiz.
A lot of tests. A lot of quizzes in Zach Thomas's. What was it? Oh, sorry, Zach Johnson. What do you say? High school, middle school?
Yeah, high school.
High school.
I am not worried that we're gonna have one win next season, though. I don't think that's a superstition that's out here.
Super cool that you've been listening for just 10 episodes and you just called in. I love new listeners. Like, where did they start listening? Was it TikTok? Was it YouTube?
Yeah.
Let me know. How'd you join the wet? Because everyone that we've gotten from Eric being on Vine, I think, is already here. I don't think we're getting new listeners that are like, oh, Eric from Vine has a podcast?
Trickling in from Vine anymore.
Yeah. So the new listeners, I'm very curious about. All right, Hunter, here's your time to shine. From 5 days ago, though, let's see what this see if it still holds water.
Texans.
Well, breaking news. David Coley is out in Houston. I'm sad about it. Players are behind him. He was a good yes man. I mean, look what he was handed. He was handed a team that was projected to go 0-17 and somehow pulled 4 wins out of his ass. Kind of shitty for Houston to do that to him, but what am I going to do? I'm just a fucking fan. Only way I could be happy coming out of this situation is if we hire Brian Flores as our head coach and promote Pep Hamilton for our coordinator. That make me happy.
Who?
While I'm here, I'll go ahead and give one of my great Would You Rather questions. Make you ponder. Honestly, I'm the granddad of it. Great. Can I say? Pat myself on the back. Love you guys. Would you rather find a dead body or witness a murder? I'm trying to give y'all some that makes you think more than just vulgar ones.
That's pretty vulgar.
Love y'all. Be careful. Bye.
What would you say?
I'd rather find a dead body.
Me too. I don't want to see murder. Do not. I haven't seen any. I've never seen a car crash. I don't think I could stand seeing a murder. Imagine.
I just saw my first actual what the fuck moment when it comes to motor vehicles.
Was it right out here?
It was in South Florida. There's the narrow strip of bars, and this woman sideswiped a car, which, this car, ran into 2 more cars. And then she full throttle reversed this vehicle on this narrow street. It was wild. I had never seen anything like it before. But, yeah, I don't think I don't wish to witness a murder in real life. I'd rather stumble upon a dead body, walk the fuck away, and call 911.
Yeah.
I might be scarred if I witness a murder. I will have nightmares about that shit.
Yeah, me too. Next one is from Holden. This is he's a Cowboys fan. This is pre-Cowboys game because his caption is 4 days ago, and his caption is "Boys to the Bowl."
Oh my God!
This is
Eric and Andy. What's good? It's Holden here. Tamu gang. Wanted to call in. I know it's a little late, but I want to talk my shit. Yes, the Cowboys made the playoffs. Congratulations, Andrew, on your NFC East pick once again. And I want to apologize for
The wind?
A couple weeks ago, and I was at the football team, Cowboys game. I was drinking, and I'm pretty sure I sent a Snapchat to the group chat, and I was like, "Fuck you, Bruce Dunn." Just want to take that back. Bruce is my guy.
My guy.
And I'm going to be at the Cowboys game, actually, the Niners-Cowboys. So,
shit.
And I bet my fantasy football winnings on them, on the money line and the Cowboys to cover. So if they lose, I will probably be hanging from AT&T Stadium. So this could be the last time you'll ever hear from me. Love y'all, and the wise words of Mick Dub, go Dunn and Drew.
Jesus Christ.
Go Dunn and Drew.
His next voicemail is going to be like, all right, guys, I'm here hanging.
I love these voicemails. I love when you guys do pregame, postgame, and if you're Tyler, you do pregame, midgame, halftime, postgame. And speaking of Tyler, here he is. This is so. It looks like we got a trio. So let's see. This is 3 days ago. I'm sure this is pregame. Let's see what he said. 25 seconds.
Raiders. My God, am I nervous. Oh, my God. Oh, here goes nothing. Let's go, boys. Let's get this fucking W. Please, God. Or I'm going to kill myself.
All right, next one. 42 seconds.
Well, that was...
Oh, it's over.
Fucking rough. Down 7 at halftime. I don't know how that's a fucking miracle. That touchdown when they blew the whistle was bullshit.
Oh, it's halftime.
Rulebook says that's bullshit. Whatever. It is what it is. Yeah. Defense has got to figure something out. We're letting them score at will. Second half, we got to start out hot. We got to get a damn turnover or something. 2 turnovers second half, so it's going to have to happen. Yeah, Derek Carr, stop being a little bitch. Let's go. Come on, get up. Let's go.
He pumps himself up.
Yeah, I don't remember the outcome of that. The premature whistle.
I don't either. I think it's because we were back there doing cornhole and.
But did you look at it on Twitter afterward?
No.
Like, did they keep the touchdown?
I don't think so.
No,
because there was an article that said those officials that ref the game weren't allowed to.
Right, but the Bengals still won.
Yeah, but I don't recall or
if they kept it. Okay,
yeah.
Damn. Our hope on this podcast is that one of us pays attention in any given storyline, but in this instance, neither of us did. So.
It was a lit Saturday for us.
Last one from Tyler. It's only 6 seconds. This has got to be after the game.
It's got to be I'm killing myself.
Yeah. Let's see it. Raiders just lost.
Raiders fucking suck. I'm going to kill myself. Goodbye.
We have a good authority, very good authority that he's still alive.
Yes.
He actually messaged us today, so he's fine.
He's good, guys. He's good.
He did not kill himself. But Raiders, you better be good next year or else he's going to fucking kill himself. Next one is,
Holden?
Ohio.
Could be anybody.
Cincy.
Dunn and Drew. It's my first time ever calling on this new little app, website, whatever you want to call it. If you don't know, if you can't tell, this is Brett Shepard.
Hey.
Straight out, this a.k.a. the Dunn and Drew Cincinnati ambassador, a.k.a. the Prince of Blowjobs.
He's hungover as shit.
Them.
I think he's drunk here. It sounds like it's 4 a.m.
Big Dick Brett, a.k.a.
Oh, God.
Playoff streak over, a.k.a. I hope the grill master didn't make a noose. You know what I'm saying? We're out here. If you can't tell, my voice is lost. I've been screaming at the stadium.
It's 2 a.m.
I've been fucking sucking on bitches' tits outside the stadium. And it's over. The streak's over. 31 years. Over. Nothing all over the city. We out here.
He had a night.
Yeah, he's keeping me updated on Snapchat. That party lasted until like 4 a.m. I think he got to bed at 4 a.m.
I think so. He probably stayed up a little. He got to bed at 5.
Wild.
But if you've never been to Cincy, after they have great bar scene right outside their stadium. I couldn't imagine how fucked up that city got after that fucking playoff streak ended. So he did it right, and he did it especially right by calling it a Dunn and Drew at the end of his night.
All right, Cowboys fan again. This is Ryan, our boy from...
It's Ryan from San Angelo. I want to kill myself.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, there's just no way. It's the third quarter, but, yeah, there's no way coming back. This is pathetic.
If you want to kill yourself now,
go Spurs, go, because Cowboys aren't fucking doing shit. Worthless ass fucking team. Have a good podcast, guys.
I love how everybody ends with "have a good podcast."
It is crazy. Like, the Cowboys are so loaded. That's why I want to keep McCarthy. Like, you got to get past the fucking first round. You are loaded. It just, I don't know what it is with this team. It's just like, I can't envision them. And I said this last week. We both said it. I can't envision them like deep into the playoffs. Like, what does that look like? I don't see it with this team. It's weird. Something's got to change. Jerry Jones said it was the worst loss he's ever experienced.
I'm sure there was a lot of hope with him this season.
So that was Ryan. He just said he wants to kill himself, and that was only the third quarter. And Cowboys looked hapless. So they ended up looking a little bit better with their comeback. But I know Dak had a great pass. I can't remember, Cooper in the back of the right end zone. But they fall up short in that manner that we discussed earlier. So here's Ryan again. Let's see what he had to say.
He followed up.
It's Ryan. I'm still from San Angelo, and I still want to kill myself, but this happens every year, and I can't believe I was actually optimistic about the Cowboys. Like, it's something every single year, and this year they forgot how to play football and just penalty. Oh my God, this was so fucking annoying. And then the defense didn't even fucking work for the first half.
And
just
that too.
Fucking, they find new ways to
at all
eat my heart out.
Ooh, I felt that.
Yep, this is it. I know people hate whenever other people leave multiple voicemails, but I'm going to join Tyler because he's probably already talked about killing himself, so I'm just going to go join him. Once again, have a good podcast.
So we have two people referencing Tyler. That's great. Yeah, in the beginning, I was like, damn, because the Niners were passing or throwing all over them.
Running, too.
It's like, Dan Quinn, bro, come on. I don't like that defense anyway. When the Jaguars left that Seattle scheme, doing what they're doing this year, so much better. Although I know 2017 Jaguars fucking historical defense, but yeah, it's vulnerable. In the 2017, when we had that 2017 defense, when we went to San Fran, they picked us apart. If you face a good offensive coordinator, they will pick that defense apart. There's my 2 cents on the Seattle one high scheme, whatever they call it. Porter Thackeray, Steelers Chiefs update. Let's see what he has to say.
What's up, guys? I'm just getting settled in to my hotel room again after the Steelers Chiefs game. I'm not really too disappointed. Everything that happened is what I expected to happen, and it was just cool to see Ben playing his last game. Arrowhead was dope. I hate Chiefs fans, but they're really passionate, so I'll give them that. It was kind of cold, but nothing that really bothered me too much. I do have a question for you guys. Good. Do you have any rules for jerseys with sports? Like, do you think it's weird to have another man's name on your back? I saw a podcast where they were saying that you can't have a jersey with someone that's younger than you because that means you're looking up to him. What are your thoughts on that stuff? Love you guys. Have a good show.
As I've gotten older, that's been weird. Like, having a jersey of Trevor Lawrence is kind of like, I have a jersey, but it is weird to wear that guy's name on my back. considering he's younger than me, even though it feels like, because I'm such a fan of his, it feels like he's older than me. So, because it feels like I'm looking up to him. I'm done buying jerseys. I will only buy jerseys. I've wasted way too much money on jerseys of Jags players that haven't turned out. So, I think Trevor has been the first Jags quarterback that I haven't gotten a jersey of. But damn, in terms of like, would you get a jersey of a player younger than you? What about you?
I don't buy jerseys at all anymore. I get merch.
Your name.
I get logo merch or, my name. But even then, I haven't bought a custom in a while. Like, I much prefer the merch that just has the logo on it. I don't do the jersey shit anymore.
I think I'm done buying jerseys with other players' names on it because I'm getting up there in age and it feels weird. Like, when I was younger, I remember one of the Christmases I got a Byron Leftwich or a David Garrard jersey, and I was or Jones Drew. I was so excited. It was they were like my role model. Now I'm older than these people. It's weird. It's like I don't want to rock your name. Like what am I, a simp? Fellas, is it gay to have other man's name on your back?
Last jersey I was gifted for Christmas was Fournette when we had those 2017 unis, and someone recently just gave me a Saquon Giants jersey because he had a duplicate and he knew I liked Saquon. So other than that, your boy's not buying jerseys anymore. I'm getting windbreakers, tees, long sleeve, sweatpants. I'm rocking the brand. I'm not rocking these players no more.
The players come and go, especially in today's NFL with like Jalen Ramsey fiasco. Like, I have a Ramsey jersey. I'm done doing that.
Surprised it's still in there.
Yeah, I don't know what to do with it.
On fire.
Maybe I'm sure when he's going to be in the Hall of Fame, so I'm sure I'm holding on to that will be worth something.
We'll see.
But yeah, I'm done rocking the names.
He ain't no Ed Reed.
We'll see. I mean, he's getting lost in a shuffle in L.A. I felt like he was a storyline once a month in the NFL when he was on the Jags. He has just gone off the radar. As far as, maybe I was too close to it because he was on the Jags, so I noticed, more Jalen stories, but he's, just another piece of the puzzle in L.A. He is not as big of a name now than he was when he was on the Jags. If you're a listener and you're a fan of another team with another perspective and you think differently, let me know, because that's just my perspective of Jalen right now. He's kind of lost in the shuffle there in LA.
Yeah, and maybe it's because a lot of teams just don't throw it his way, so he can't call on his name. So he's just being forgotten about because all the attention's been on Kupp this year. And everyone mostly talks about Aaron Donald before they talk about Jalen Ramsey. So he's taking a little step back. But
yeah, I was so happy when we were at SoFi and
Donald came out last.
They were introducing the Rams defense. I was like, if they fucking do Ramsey last, I'm gonna lose my shit. So they did Ramsey, and then I was like, oh, they haven't done Donald yet. Thank goodness. Then they did Donald, and he was the biggest and most cheered player there. I was like, okay, good. Glad they didn't troll us with putting Ramsey last. Next, we got our boy Brian Olsen from San Antonio, or the outskirts.
What's up, daddies? It's your boy Brian. Just calling to say what's up. It was an interesting week of NFL. It was cool to watch and sit back and relax and watch some football. I just want to give a shout out to Nickelodeon. The Nickelodeon broadcast was dope as hell. Halfway through, it was a little gimmicky at first, and it was kind of weird. But then, halfway through, it got good because, they were actually commenting on the game, and they were doing a really good job of that. And it was a legit broadcast, and it was fun. It was cool. It was something different. Cowboys lost. Shout out. Sorry to my Cowboys homies. I'm hurting for you. Tyler, I'm sorry that your Raiders lost, but you kind of expected that. Joe Burrow can have my children. That man has the swag. Makes me so horny. I'm running out of time, so I'm going to send another one. Okay, hey, it's Brian again. So my second point is that I'm really mad at the Chargers for not going for that tie because I had to watch Ben Roethlisberger's old ass, geriatric ass get pounded by Matt Patrick Mahomes. Pause. So that was annoying. I would have much rather seen Justin Herbert in the playoffs than Ben Roethlisberger. But anyway, lastly, how about would you rather? A couple of would you rathers. Would you rather be blind for the rest of your life, or would you rather be deaf for the rest of your life, and why? But then my second would you rather is, would you rather lose your legs, or be like paralyzed from the waist down, or would you rather get your arms cut off? Yeah. So love you, boys.
Thank you. Very, very basic. Would you rather's?
Yeah, very basic. Probably ones we've heard since birth.
Yeah. I'm going. I want to be able to see. So give me the deaf.
Yeah, I would love to be able to see.
Yeah. Imagine being blind.
Yeah. Imagine being.
Oh, I can hear you. Yay. What am I, a spider?
Damn. I don't know how Stevie Wonder's been doing it, but I would rather be deaf. Like, I don't want to hear half the bullshit I hear every day. I would miss music, but that's about it.
Yeah, that's a big one, actually. That's music. That's a big one. I would listening to anything. It's gonna suck either way.
But I'd much rather
see.
I'd much rather have my sight than listen to music.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah. The other one, limbs, arms versus. He said paralyzed from the waist down.
Arms, legs. Fuck it. Arms or legs. I mean, you need the arms.
Yeah.
So.
And I'm almost out of these legs anyway. So
you are.
I'd much rather have these bad boys. Roll that wheelchair, baby.
All right.
Thank you, Brian.
Love you, Brian.
Yo, Dunn and Drew. It's my first time calling in. I've listened since about 2016. I was in middle school back then, and now I'm a freshman at UTK Maxfield. But let's get to the question. So, who's quarterback? Give me Ryan Tannehill. That's my guy. He's really underrated, in a lot of ways. I know you guys would agree as Jaguars fans. He's kicked your asses for, as long as he's been on the team, really. And just that little Tanner roll he does when he walks in the end zone is just nothing like it. And I have to give the biggest stick for his teammate, the guy in the backfield, Derrick Henry. I mean, just look at the thing on the back of his head. That's all you need to know. Honorable mention to Joe Mixon and Leonard Fournette right there. The biggest stick. And don't sleep on Kyle Juszczyk.
He's answering.
Have a good show.
He was answering the questions in the original message.
The
biggest stick and cutest quarterback.
Who's the quarterback? Oh, he said Ryan Tannehill, cutest quarterback.
Underrated looks.
So yeah, Eric sent out a text saying who's the cutest quarterback left in the playoffs and which running back has the biggest stick. And I guess he said Henry,
and
then Ryan Tannehill.
Yeah.
Well, Ryan Tannehill is not the cutest quarterback. There's one answer here. It's Joe Burrow. But I appreciate this guy calling in. It sounded like you were calling us from the tropical rainforest. Sounded like it was raining pretty heavily where you are. Don't be a stranger. Anything you want to add to that call?
No, but I agree with the Joe Mixon with a big stick. I think he's got a hog.
Bro, can you imagine Derrick Henry's? Or do you think it looks small because he's so big?
I think every NFL player probably looks massive because of their abs. It's a thing. Like, the thinner you are, the bigger your shit looks. Yeah. So I think Derrick Henry's was probably just as big as Joe Mixon's. They probably all have the same size dick.
Bet. Next.
12 inches.
Yo, what up, Dunn and Drew?
Jeez.
Josh calling from Bay Area in California. Just calling to celebrate the 49ers dub against Dallas. Boy, we whipped them boys' ass, bro. They have no discipline whatsoever. 49ers, we are killing it. Debo's killing it. Eli Mitchell's killing it. Jimmy G, he tried to throw the game a little bit, but he's killing it too, I guess. definitely we're going to go into Green Bay and we're going to try and do the same thing. You know, Aaron Rodgers is a different beast than Dak, but I think the 49ers have a good chance to take it in Green Bay. Debo definitely's got the biggest stick as the remaining RB/wide receiver. And Jimmy G's the cutest quarterback. Have a good pod. Bye.
Way too biased. But I do like your Debo Samuel with biggest stick. I mean, if you can play wide receiver and running back as good as Debo does both, you got a pretty good big stick.
Yeah, he's got a massive one.
I know Fournette, though. His is huge.
You seen it?
No, but
I know you've seen it. Come on.
Projecting.
You've seen it.
Don't say it like that. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, Eagles, Steelers fans, listen to Josh. You know, he didn't come in here and be like, yeah, we're going to beat the Packers' ass. No, he recognized the opponent and said, we're going to try. And they have a good chance. Steelers, Eagles, you had none. That's the difference here. Thank you for the call, Josh. Go Niners.
Hey, it's Diesel. I'm getting excited for this Chiefs-Bills matchup Saturday night in Arrowhead. I think it's going to be a really good playoff game. My question to y'all is, what do you think the final score will be, and how many trick plays in the red zone will the Chiefs do? I hope you guys have a good podcast, and love you, boys. Peace.
Oh, that was a very good kiss.
Thank you.
Who did the fake throw, underhand toss? Was that the Chiefs this weekend in the Reds when they were at the goal line?
I only remember Kelsey throwing a TD pass.
Yeah, Kelsey did throw a TD pass. Final score, Chiefs versus Bills. I hope this is like a 45-42 game. You don't see that?
I see 30s, maybe.
Yeah.
Bills defense so good. I think they're gonna show the fuck up. I think it's gonna be like 28-25, some weird shit.
Give me 31-30 Chiefs.
If this is a blowout, I'm gonna be pissed. If this is one-sided somehow, I'm angry already thinking about that scenario. You're not capping off division weekend with a fucking blowout in a game that's supposed to be game of the weekend. Give me 28-25 Bills. Stephon Diggs, you did it. You did it.
Nah, he didn't do it. Chiefs winning this one. 31-30.
Sleep.
It's going to be so good, though. I can't wait.
Oh, I can't wait.
Sunday night.
Yeah.
Please.
6:30. Be there.
Is it CBS or NBC? Let me check on that. Because that also affects things. It's CBS, so it's definitely Romo and Nance. So who has... Oh, so Sunday Night Football is Saturday night. So that would be 49ers Packers. That's right. Oh, no, that's Fox. The fuck? Maybe if they don't put Troy Aikman on that one, he's going to blow a gasket. So is NBC just not having a... Oh, okay. NBC has 49ers Packers. Oh. The fuck? NBC... Oh, wait. Sorry, guys. NBC has Rams Bucks at 3. And CBS has Bills Chiefs at 6:30. Good stuff. Next one, we Devin, what you got?
Dunn and Drew, what is up? This
What's
is
up?
Devin from
Hello.
Minnesota.
Nice to meet
It's
you.
my first time calling in.
Thank you
I
for
just
calling.
wanted to say the Vikings need to get their shit together.
Vikings.
I mean, this is so bad. We're like in a win now situation, and I think we should pay for somebody like
Ooh, in the
Russell Wilson
off-season
because
situation.
We're just gonna waste our talent we have.
Season's
So
over.
that's all I gotta say. Have a good pod, guys.
Boy, you 2 weeks late. But thank you for the call.
Yeah, I love first-time callers, so I appreciate your call, even though, you're a little irrelevant right now. We'll talk about you in free agency. What's going to happen with Justin Jefferson? Is he content? Y'all trading him? You'll probably not trade him.
Coming to Duval, baby.
Kirk Cousins, what's happening with him? Are you guys just going to run it back with Cousins, Cook, Jefferson?
Stay mid.
Yeah, like, come on. Let's make some headway here in the NFC North.
Hey, Dunn and Drew. This
Hello.
is Anthony, new to the pod and Discord. Just wanted to introduce myself and
Anthony
send
Johnson.
a question your way at the end. Notre Dame fan, Cubs and Trailblazers fan, born and raised in Indiana, but I live in Seattle now. Everybody thinks that I'm a Colts fan, but I just can't jump on board with the year-long lease they're signing at quarterback, so big fantasy football player, and that's where I'm at. Question for you guys. Been asking people that I know about this as well, so I wanted to send it to your way. What would it take to go away from your respected fan base? I mean, you guys are talking smack about the Jaguars GM and his horrible decisions at hiring the head coaches. So what would it take to no longer be a Jags fan? I want to hear from you guys and tell me what you think. Later.
First off, welcome to the Discord, and thanks for calling. Very random series of teams you said. Notre Dame, Cubs, Blazers, living in Seattle now.
So random.
What will it take for me to not be a fan of the Jags anymore? It'll take one more season.
What?
And then I'm out of here.
No, you're not.
I'm out of here. One more year, I'm out of here.
You're out of here. You're going to still be a fan.
I'm gone.
They go 10-7. You're going to feel great.
Well, first, it depends. 10-7.
They go 10-7 in 2024 after you're not a fan for a year. You'll be right back on the bandwagon.
Well, if that happens, then thank God. It was because of me.
Okay.
But first of all, it's going to start with who the fuck's coming in here to coach this team. This god-awful team again. We got to go through this again. So first that. Then off-season moves, draft, free agency. What are we going to do? Because this is the year to do it. Like last year, we got our draft pick. Yay. We got ETN, whatever. This year, we got a new coach coming in, GM up in the air, and we have some money to spend. So whatever happens this year, this is going to be the year that sets our future up for the next however many years. Because after this, what are we going to have? We're going to have Trevor at year 3, probably contemplating getting the fuck out of here if it's bad. And we have nothing to gauge right now from this last season we just watched. So everything moving forward is going to be this offseason. And it's going to set us up. I'll never not be a fan of the Jags unless they left the city and went somewhere that I could never even associate myself with, like fucking Europe. But that's not going to happen. So I'll always be a Jags fan. I fucking literally follow an NHL team across the pond in Seattle. So I'm loyal no matter where my teams go.
Ain't no pond.
There's a few ponds, but I'm here to stay. I ain't going nowhere. I've said it before. Everyone's asked me, yo, why don't you just switch teams? I can't.
What the fuck?
It's not that simple when you're a real fan of a team. You stick with them through everything.
Yeah, I would love to switch teams. Would love it. But there's just, you can't replicate the feel. Like so the only situation would happen if they moved. I know people tease us about that a lot, but there's no indication, no signs that that's going to happen.
Like the St. Louis Rams fans, are they fans of LA Rams?
I don't know, but I know Raiders fans are fans of Vegas Raiders.
Well, they didn't move that far.
But if the Jaguars made a move, and I tried to be a fan of the Bucks or the Dolphins or the Falcons or any other team, the same feelings that I have now of when the Jaguars are bad or when they win would not be there. I don't know what it would take to replicate, but I've tried it in NBA.
Yeah, you have.
And I don't feel the same thing, which is why I haven't found a team to stick with.
He's admitting he's not a Bulls fan.
There was a couple of years where I felt very passionate about. Oh my God, when the Bills were beating the Heat, when they beat the Heat
Bills?
and ended, when the Bulls beat the Heat and ended the Heat's like 26-game winning streak, I was so pumped. Like that was the closest I've gotten to feeling something for another team. But if the Jaguars, if something happened, if they moved, there's no way I could feel the same thing. I think my fandom would go to where yours is, Anthony. It would be just ride and die with my fantasy players. If I have like 3 from a fantasy team, or from an NFL team, that would be my team that year. And I'd just be a fan of good football.
Because NFL's our first sport, so it'd be tough to just go jump to another team and be a fan of them, because this Jags fandom has been brewing for half our lives. We can't just jump to another team and get that same feeling.
But if it's 2024 and we still haven't seen us put a good team around Trevor, or maybe we run Trevor out of town, that's when that might ask me then if I'm done. I could be close to quitting on this team. And what does that mean? Maybe it means I stop buying tickets. Maybe I stop going to the game. But I think it also means that if they get good again, I'm back on board. I think that's fair. If I become a bandwagon fan, if I just say, fuck you until you're good, that's what I might end up doing. I might not if they don't move, I might not ever stop being a fan, but it's just what kind of fan. I could become a fair weather fan, where I'm just like, you know what? I'm done with you until you're good. Fuck you. So it's a long answer for you. Alex, Dr. Seuss, what you got?
What's good, guys? It's Alex. Figured I'd answer the questions that were sent out. Starting off, how's 2022 going for me? Not too bad. Can't really complain. Neurology's really kicking my butt. Don't really know a word I'm learning, but we'll get the hang of it eventually. First test on Friday. We'll figure it out. Secondly, who's the cutest quarterback left? I mean, Jimmy G? Jimmy G or Joe?
There we go.
I don't know. Jimmy G or Joe Burrow. I'll let you guys decide. And which running back has the biggest stick?
I love that word.
I mean, Derrick Henry is coming back, but something's just telling me Joe Mixon has an absolute hog.
Mixon got the
don't really have much to
piece.
say. Catch you guys in a couple of months. Love ya. Bye.
Couple. That shit ain't till July, Alex. Unless you
Vegas?
You sneaking up on us, boy.
Is he coming to the draft in Vegas?
I might not go anymore.
Why?
Choking.
All right, Jesus. Oh my God! I haven't heard from this guy in a minute.
Wait, let me guess. I got nothing.
It'll be a surprise. Ready?
Hey, gentlemen. Christian here. I tried using your link that you sent in the Discord for voicemails, but it didn't work, I don't think. So I'm just going to give you a short story, I guess, or a quick summary of my last one. But yeah, Green Bay football, let's go. Excited. We don't normally play well after long periods of like a bye week, I guess. So hopefully Ross doesn't come into play. Hopefully we get to 3 straight years of NFC Championship appearances. You know, that's always fun.
Jeez,
I know the losing teams fans don't like to hear about that, but losing an NFC Championship the last 2 years hasn't been fun either. You work so hard, you watch your team play so well all year just for them to make it to the end and almost kind of choke it in a way. Time's about to run up, so I got a little more to say. Hold on.
That's cute ass.
But yeah, Christian here again. Part 2. But yeah, you know, like you'd hate to see your team play so well to just like, fuck up at the end of the year like that. But I think it's our year. You know, a lot of our other guys have stepped up this year. Devondre Campbell came out of nowhere. Rizul Douglas came out of nowhere this year. But yeah, super excited. Some quick NBA news.
Bulls.
Andy, our Bulls, the fucking reeling. I think we're losing the 4th straight. Lonzo and Levine are both hurt, and we're gonna be out without Levine for a while. So
we'll get through it.
I don't know if we got to make a trade for somebody.
Be in the mud for a little.
We need to because our bench is pretty shallow. We got nobody. Everyone's hurt.
Mud.
Would hate to depart with Kobe White, but we gotta do what we gotta do to get this ring. So yeah, love you guys, miss you guys, and Dunn and Drew 4L.
4L, 21. It's 21 Savage reference. Yeah, it must be tough losing the NFC Championship 3 years in a row. Make it 4.
Not yet. It's 2.
Oh, I thought he said 3.
Possible to be 3. I mean, if it happens again, like
who was the year before last? Who they play?
So they played the Bucks, and then the year before that they played whoever went to the Super Bowl that year. Who did?
49ers? Oh, shit.
No.
Was it not Niners Chiefs?
Oh, yeah. It was Niners Chiefs.
Damn, Niners were just there.
Damn, I do not remember the Niners just being in the Super Bowl.
Jesus. Then they had one of those Patriots years, mid and then right back. Damn. I guess they did lose to the Niners in the NFC Championship. Damn. So Rodgers got some demons this weekend.
To exercise, yeah.
Yikes. That should be a good game. Christian, thank you for your call. Love you. Good luck to your team. Bulls will be fine.
What's good, Dunn and Drew? It is Zach calling to you from Gainesville, Florida. It's been a couple weeks since I called in. You've been a little light on the voicemails. Figured I'd give you a call, buddy. Talk about gymnastics, because apparently that's the only sport that Florida Gators are good at. We were playing Alabama this past weekend, losing by a quarter of the point with the final 2 routines on the floor to go. Both of them posted perfect 10s. I don't watch gymnastics, but apparently that's pretty good. So, hey, at least there's a positive with Florida Gator sports. Otherwise, got a question for y'all. If you had to choose between prime Giannis and prime LeBron to go to the Jaguars and play football for y'all, which one are you choosing? That's all I got. Hope you have a great rest of the pod. Love y'all, boys.
I'm choosing prime LeBron because Giannis, while he's... Oh, fuck. LeBron, like we've seen, he's just so talented, anything he does. Giannis, I feel like
he'd be a little uncoordinated in football. I feel like LeBron is running them routes.
Yeah, and LeBron's 6'8"?
Yeah.
And like Megatron was 6'5", and LeBron has a wide receiver body. LeBron could line up a tight end, wide receiver, D end, but we'd use him on offense, I think. But just imagine, he could play anywhere. And he's going stupid. So give me prime LeBron. God, that would be. Imagine. I remember when the NBA had a lockout and he was talking about coming to the NFL.
Yeah, give me prime LBJ. Gymnastics.
I actually covered gymnastics once. I was a scorekeeper for I think the Gators. Oh. Speaking of the Gators were. I think it was the SEC. It was something, but it had all the SEC teams, Bama, Tennessee, Georgia. All the gymnastics players were in Jacksonville for some kind of championship. And I was keeping score. They paid me. So there's a little tidbit about me you didn't know, Zachary Frelich.
Shit, I ain't know either.
Mitchell Cowell. We love Mitchell.
K-Well.
What's up, Dunn and Drew? It's Mitch from Milwaukee. To answer your question, obviously the hottest quarterback of all time is Tom Brady. Jimmy G is pretty cute too, but people forget that Jared Goff looks like Ryan Gosling, so that needs to be talked about more.
He's not the playoffs, so.
Biggest stick in the NFL, Derrick Henry, whether you're talking about penis size or the ability to run people over. I can't imagine his dick being less than 12 inches soft. He's just a monster. 2022 is okay. Wish the Jags would fire Balky, but that's fine. For now, if we hire a good coach.
Yeah, it's not fine.
And it's fucking cold here, so wish I was in warm weather. But all right, have a good pod. Love you.
He is up in Milwaukee, too, with all those Packers fans. But he does like the Bucks, I believe, so... A little balance there, Mitch. Thank you for the call. Derrick Henry, now I want to see his stick. That's everybody's been saying him. Jesus Christ.
It's Colin.
Big ass
I'm right now sitting on my couch. Figured this was a good time to, call in.
Call in.
As far as the community text is concerned, the cutest quarterback remaining in the playoffs is, I guess Brady. I mean, and Eagles lost. That was terrible. I mean, I didn't even get to have fun. That sucks.
It's ASMR.
What can you do, Have you guys seen The Hangover
He's doing
Part
this shit
1?
on purpose.
Have you seen what? Did you hear what he said?
Did he cut out?
No, he said it, but you're talking. You calling him like that again with that voice? You're gonna have me bricked up. I'm so mad that people aren't saying Joe Burrow. Like, I get it, that's maybe too obvious of an answer, but Brady, Garoppolo, whatever. We all have different tastes.
God, you're angry.
Colin, thank you for the call. This next one is from John Queef.
Interesting.
All right, Dunn and Drew. Would you boys rather live a life without air conditioning or never be able to use deodorant again?
Oh, God.
Man came out of nowhere with a widget.
I would never wear deodorant again. I feel like we've talked about this.
Yes.
Where was I when I didn't wear deodorant? Oh, I was at Universal Studios.
Oh, my God.
This last year, and I didn't wear I forgot my deodorant, and I smelled fine. I didn't smell bad. Like, I think I'm different.
You're different.
I'm built different. Like, I don't wash my legs and they don't smell. I never wash my asshole. Well, I do maybe.
What the fuck?
I wash my asshole like once a week, and it never smells. Like, do I smell? I'm built different.
So you shit but you don't wash your.
I
asshole?
wipe with.
You wipe
but I don't like wash in there with like soap and water every day.
And you think that's fine because it doesn't stink.
Yes.
Like, get the fuck off this cow. Boy, if I did that, boy, I smell like a motherfucker.
That's why I'm built different.
Once a week. Wow.
Maybe.
I forgot deodorant at the gym today, and I smelled disgusting. I can smell that shit walking. I can smell my armpits when I forget deodorant.
For sure, there are times where I'm not wearing deodorant and I can tell, and it's like BO bad. But there are also times where I could definitely live without it. But obviously, the alternative is no AC. I'm choosing no deodorant, right? Right?
I do need AC. I live in fucking Florida. It's hot as fuck. I need cold air. That's fucking gross, though. All right, we're putting this on the internet.
Yeah. Well, nothing. I haven't said anything crazier.
Clip that, Colin.
Jake Deagle.
Diesel. Oh, Deagle. My bad. Sorry.
What's up, daddies? Jake calling back, licking my wounds from last night. Actually, it was actually super funny at a certain point. Like that Kyler interception in the end zone. Holy shit! Me and my dad were cracking up laughing. But looks like we're still gonna keep Spliff Dingleberry around. Good thing J.J. Watt had like his comeback tour just to get embarrassed on national television. Well, on a different subject, I just picked up Subway after the gym at the Purple Paradise.
Damn, I did the same thing today.
And I know we had a discussion in the Discord about sandwich chains today, but I think we can all agree that Subway is mid. Yeah? I think that's all. Till next week.
It is. I went to the Purple Paradise today. Subway right next to it. Had a sub after. Subway is mid as fuck. I just went there because I wanted a load of fucking veggies in me with some meat. But Subway's so bad, bruh.
Bro, they keep the meat like so gross sitting there in the their containers.
Their spinach is wilted and disgusting.
The meat's cold. It's just sitting there.
The best part
being refrigerated.
Best part of that Subway sandwich was probably the oil and vinegar.
Oh, the salt and pepper.
I didn't put that on it.
Oregano.
No seasoning on my sub. Just straight wetness. Take me to Firehouse or nothing, because I used to love, or Pub Sub because we were Publix, but I used to love the chicken carbonara from Olive Garden. That was my go-to sub. all the time when I was in high school.
An Olive Garden sub?
I mean, what the fuck is that place called? Quiznos.
Olive Garden. Definitely not tomato.
Yeah, definitely not. Not sure why I said Olive Garden. Why I'm thinking about pasta. Probably because of the carbonara. It's an Italian-ass name. But, yeah, Quiznos was my go-to. Right now, it's Firehouse. I don't like any other sub places. Jersey Mike's trash. Jimmy John's trash. Subway trash, but it was close. That's it. That's all I got.
I'll go to Jimmy John's every now and then because you know what you're getting. It's about the same every time. Quiznos I loved in high school. Used to go there every day for lunch and just sit in my car and listen to Sirius NFL radio and eat my Quiznos torpedo sub. It's delicious. What else did he talk about? Oh, he talked about what game? What game did he talk about? Oh, Kyler. Yeah, that pick that he threw, that was hilarious. But yeah, they got ran by them boys. Next caller is Neil Young.
Neil.
Hey, it's Neil from New York. I'm from Wisconsin originally, so huge Packers fan. Pretty nervous about this week. San Francisco has seemed to have our number basically my entire life, feels like, in the playoffs. Eric, please don't pick the Packers to win. You're going to jinx us. That's all I got to say. Go Pack Go. 2 games. We got to win at Lambeau and we're in the Super Bowl. Go Pack Go. Eric, please don't pick the Packers. Bye.
All right,
We're getting there.
Yeah, let's get to our game picks. Saturday, we have Bengals at Titans at 4:30. Who you got?
I've got the Cincinnati Bengals here. Not just saying this out of Titans animosity. I think the Bengals... Well, I really haven't watched the Titans all year. I'm not understanding how Mike Vrabel's been able to lead this team to a first seed. But something in the air got me feeling Bengals winning this game. Joe Burrow just doesn't look like he's going to make any mistakes to lose this game. So Titans will have to prove me wrong, but I got Bengals in this one.
So you how did Vrabel lead them to the first seed in the AFC considering all these injuries? I can tell you this is the healthiest they will have been all season.
Yeah.
The Titans will likely have all 22 starters available for this game versus Bengals, and the Bengals are 0-7 all time on the road in the playoffs. I'm not like a superstitious guy.
History does repeat itself, but...
And I do feel like 5 of those were against the Texans in the Andy Dalton years, but I'm going Titans for those reasons.
Yeah, I can definitely see...
You can see Derrick Henry and Tannehill and the Titans just big boying them.
Yeah, I can see that happening.
So that's who I have in that game. So there's opportunity 1 for you to take a lead or for me to take a lead.
Yeah.
So one of us after that game will have a lead over the other.
And then when, that second game, we both have 49ers at Packers. Both have the Packers here. We had a Christian called in, said Packers aren't that great after a bye. Well, this is the NFC Championship. So.
So Neil asked you not to pick the Packers. Are you able to swing 49ers here?
I'm not. I'm picking the Packers. And if I am somehow a jinx for you, Neil, then that would be great. 49ers winning this game, taking on either the Bucks or the Rams, give me that.
Why? Give me Packers.
I like chaos. Love chaos.
Can you imagine if Bucks go with the Packers again and beat them? Anyway. But Neil, don't fret. I also have the Packers, so maybe it's not an Eric thing this time.
Don't fret.
This isn't where the Packers lose. They'll lose in the NFC Championship game. That's next week.
And then Sunday, 3:00, Rams taking their West Coast asses all the way over here to Florida to take on Tom Brady and the Godwin-less Buccaneers. And as much as I think the Rams have a great shot to win this game, I have to save my Super Bowl pick. I can't pick the Bucs in the Super Bowl and be like, they're going to lose to Rams. So I'm riding with Tom Brady and the Buccaneers. I'm taking the GOAT. I'm taking the not so bold pick. Tom Brady will find a way to dice up Jalen, Vaughn, Aaron Donald at home and win this game?
Did you know Tom Brady is older than every opposing NFC head coach?
Jesus.
Isn't that crazy? He's even older than Byron Leftwich, his offensive coordinator, our future head coach.
This man is timeless. Timeless.
I'm taking the Rams because I have to stay true to my my Super Bowl matchup, Rams Chiefs. They just if they hit this wave, they can carry this all the way to a Super Bowl victory. Unfortunately, fuck. I don't want Jalen to win a Super Bowl, but there's two stacked. OBJ, Stafford, Cup.
They would host it.
Oh my God, they would. That would be so. Before last year, we hadn't had any team ever host the Super Bowl at their home stadium. Could we have 2 in a row?
2 in a row, 3 in a row.
Who's next?
I'm just kidding because it's the Cardinals.
Oh,
Super Bowl in Glendale. No, the Pro Bowl is in Vegas.
When will the Raiders host the Super Bowl?
I think they took that off the schedule for some reason.
Give me Rams. I mean, fuck. Ramsey, Donald, Miller, Stafford,
crazy,
Cup, OBJ.
Cup, damn, forgot about Cup.
That's a fucking all-star team.
That Bucks team, though, man, they are.
Yeah, I would love the Bucks to win.
They stick together, man. I got a feeling that defense is cooking up a way to stop that offense. They got to. Shaquille Barrett. I hope Vita Vea's back.
I know Leftwich in the lab with Brady right now.
Oh my God. If I can see Leftwich dicing up that Rams D, ooh, Shad Khan, get him on the phone again. Get him on the phone, buddy.
But I got
you got Rams.
Rams 31, Bucks. Ooh, this would be a close one. 28. It'd be a close one. Brady not going down easily.
No,
he'll be back next year. And the year after. So crazy. Like, didn't he have...
When the fuck is he leaving?
In 2018 on the Patriots, like, they, like, changed their team. They were, like, run first, pass as little as possible because Brady can't get it to the other players. Like, Brady's not the same. And here he is, throwing for 5,000 yards. Fuck.
Leads in touchdowns.
Crazy. 6:30 Sunday, Bills at Chiefs, game of the week. I deem it.
I'd agree. Low key, Bills Rams might look better.
Who's favored?
I haven't looked at favorites yet.
Yeah, you didn't look at any of these. I'd like to know all of them.
Titans 3.5. Packers 5.5. Bucks 3. Chiefs 1.5.
Sorry,
all the home teams are favored.
Okay. Chiefs, how much?
1.5.
Okay.
I've got Bills, as you guys heard earlier. Teams built different right now. They're out for war. They're out for revenge. A lot of, like, all these teams left in the playoffs, whoever wins this Super Bowl, I mean, this is very obvious to say, but you have to go through a fucking slaughter. These are some good-ass teams left.
Yeah. Like the Super Bowl, whoever wins the Super Bowl this year, earning the fuck out of that shit.
Like Packers, Rams, Bucks, Bills, Chiefs, Titans, Bengals.
Like Brady in the Bucks last year, they went through the buzzsaw. They had to beat the Saints in New Orleans, the Packers in Green Bay. There was another one too.
Yeah. Because Bucks didn't even win the division last year.
No, they were on the road. This last Sunday was their first home playoff game in forever.
Yeah. Don't remember the third team they played.
So you obviously have Bills. I have Chiefs. Close game. We'll see you Sunday.
We'll see you Sunday, guys.
Saturday.
So after this weekend, either one of us will have a significant lead, could be tied. We'll see. I hope that my Super Bowl picks stay intact because this is the week where everything could fall apart. But we'll see. Dunn and Drew is brought to you by Prize Picks. Prize Picks is a daily over-unders fantasy app available in several states. Download the app, see if it's available near you. How you play, you pick an over and under projection on 2 to 5 players, and you can win up to 10 times your money on any entry. Now, if you're like me, it's 0, but you may have better luck than me. It allows for mixed sports entries. You can mix NFL with NBA, tennis with video games, soccer with boxing, whatever you wish, whatever your heart desires to win some money. So we are going to run through some projections here. Little game we got. So we'll do Saturday. Give me the Saturday. Give me players in Saturday first, and then give me players in Sunday after that. And we'll see if we can guess these.
Oh, damn. They added hella quarterbacks.
Yeah, I noticed.
Because you asked them?
No, I didn't say a word. So he must have.
All right. Which quarterback this weekend, which quarterback's over-under is the highest at 285.5?
Out of all weekend, huh?
Yep.
I'm going to say it's Stafford.
Wrong.
Shit. No. Mahomes.
Wrong.
Damn.
Throwing B's at me, babe. It's P.
Rodgers.
Wrong.
Wow. I'm swinging and absolutely missing. Brady?
Yep.
Damn.
The highest over-under.
4th try.
Going against that Rams defense.
That's wild. That's
Throw
why I
me
didn't
the
pick
under.
him. That's why I didn't pick him. He's going against that Rams D.
All right. Your turn?
Oh.
To me? Or am I just going?
Oh, I thought you were going to go another one. I was feeling it.
No, you weren't.
Well, you're already looking at quarterbacks, so let me not choose those. This player's over-under.
Which stat?
This is going to be receiving yards. There's so many players on here, so I'm going to give you a hint in the conference. But it's not going to be some like name that you're not going to think of, So I ain't going to try to trick you here. 39.5 receiving yards. This is what this player's over-under is at. In the AFC.
39.5. Beasley?
No.
Wide receiver, not a tight end, right?
I gave you your hint.
AFC 39.5. Chiefs. It's not Kelsey. He's more than that. You wouldn't give me anyone else besides Hill or Kelsey. Bills. It's not Diggs. He's more than that. And I already said Beasley. So that I'm off that game. Titans. Julio Jones.
Yep.
Oh, let's go. God, I'm nice. This is why I win on this app.
You said Titans. I was like, who? Saw it coming.
I
feel it coming.
Touchdowns, 0.5.
Ooh.
Just kidding. It's like
everybody.
Yeah.
That's all they do is 0.5 for everybody.
Here we go. I'm going to beat. Who is projected? So there's 2 players, 2 wide receivers. There's 1 wide receiver projected the highest this weekend at 100.5.
Oh, I'm sure that's Cup.
Okay, you got it. All right. The next 2 are 70.5. Which 2 are they?
There's 2 that are both 70.5?
Yeah, they're the next highest.
Let's see.
Which is just crazy of how productive Cooper Kupp is. Yo, they took him down because he had he didn't really perform his yardage that he usually does.
Yeah.
I would go over on that. Like they're giving you some yards there Go over on Cooper Kupp this weekend. But who's at? Which two receivers are at 70.5? They're both AFC.
Jamar Chase.
Wrong. Jesus Christ. Jamar Chase is at
70.5.
Jamar Chase is at 69.5.
Diggs and Hill.
Hey, they don't call you Dunn God for nothing.
Neither of them.
Both of them.
Oh,
you got it right.
Thank you.
Dunn God.
Let's head to running backs.
Oh, we're still playing?
Yeah, we're still playing. This running back is at 71.5 rush yards. Pretty high, right? Pretty high.
Where we at?
We're good.
Okay.
Don't worry about the time. Give me a name.
All right, what is it?
71.5 rush yards. You don't get a conference. Only 8 teams.
All right, let's go down the list. Chiefs, nope. They're banged up and who knows who's starting. Bills, it's not. Moss, no, that's gross, dirty. Titans, ooh. And is this the highest one?
This is the highest of the players on the board.
So we got Henry versus Mixon. It's going to be one of them. Because I don't see Mitchell. Nah, I don't think so. Because they run with Debo. I'll just run through the NFC real quick. It's not Fournette. It's not Sonny Michel. So it's Mixon or Henry. Let's go Henry.
No.
Mixon.
No.
What?
I don't make the rules. Prize Picks does.
Mitchell?
Yes.
Wow.
Mitchell, 71.5.
Is Henry on there?
Henry is not on here.
Huh.
So his status must be
questionable.
Guess who's second? Devin Singletary.
All right.
On the Bills. Are you slamming that under? Because I might.
No, I'm slamming Henry and maybe I don't slam Henry, but I'm slamming Mixon's over.
55.5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slam that shit. Here's a question. Are we done with the Prize Picks? Shout out Prize Picks. Use our code Dunn and Drew. They'll match your money. Prize Picks is fun. If I don't have interest in a game, I throw money on it. It makes it so much more fun.
Instant deposit match up to $100.
Yeah.
Code Dunn and Drew. Thank you.
Here's a question for you. So the pillars of an NFL team: quarterback, wide receiver, tackle, defensive lineman, corner. If you had to distribute your team, one of them is a 5-star player, one of them is a 4-star player, one was a 3, 2, 1. Who would you give 5-star? Like if you had to create a team, which position would you make 5-star? Which 4-star? 3, 2, 1, etc.
I want a 5-star quarterback.
All right, wide receiver. What do you want?
I'll take a 2-star receiver.
Bet. Left tackle.
4-star.
Oh, bet.
Yeah.
Pass rusher.
3-star. And I'll take a 1-star corner. So we building this offense.
Oh, yeah.
We building this offense.
So
this is why I'm saying this. Because you gotta score points to win the damn game. Your defense ain't gonna win you the game every single week. At some point, you gotta get in the end zone to match the other team's production. So I'm starting with the offense. We'll build the defense next year.
And you think a better lineman is more important than a better receiver?
Well, I gave him 3 stars.
Yeah, but you still said a better lineman at 4 stars better than.
No, actually, I gave him a 2-star. I gave my receiver a 2-star. So he's gonna be dropping a lot of shit. Oh, my QB can run.
So the Bengals, the Bengals they did 5-star quarter. Oh,
no, he 5-star.
5-star quarterback, 4-star receiver.
Yes.
1-star lineman.
Yes.
3-star D line, 2-star corner. I'd say.
And yeah, their D line is top 3 in the NFL too. So that's another reason for the success. Shout out Trey Hendrickson.
How would you guys do that at home? That's for TikTok because that's a clip. Clip it, Colin. We're done.
Yes. Any other big news out here? Get your free COVID test. I think you got them for us, right?
for me.
Yeah, I tried to do it, but they only give you 4 per household, so slide me 2.
They told you?
No, I'd put in our address to get them, and they said you only send them to 1 household.
And they said, "Nah, we already got your address."
Yeah, they said we already sent them to this address. We can't do.
I'm excited to prick my nose.
And I was shocked because why is Andy ordering COVID tests? You don't give a fuck. I only did it because my mom told me to.
My mom told me to too.
I wasn't gonna get them shits, but I've been buying these fucking things for $25 for 2-pack, and I'm like, all right, giving me 4 free ones, bet. Thanks, Biden. First good thing you did for a nigga. That's the show, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Share this episode with your parents, friends, enemies. Rate and review us on Apple Podcasts. Check us out on YouTube.com. Okay, I'll stop saying it. Don't rate us anymore. Fuck this shit. Rate us on YouTube or whatever the fuck you want to rate us on. Get in our goddamn Discord. Patreon.com/Dunn and Drew. Enjoy the weekend. Enjoy the Bush Clash. Just kidding. That's in 2 weeks. But until next time, this has been Dunn and Drew, baby. Go Bills. He said they ain't doing that anymore.
They're not.
Fuck you.
We haven't had a review since like November.
I still like to say it.
No, that's fine.
No, not anymore.
That was my aggravation toward fans.